Hi! We're the Mouse Couple.
And today we're going to talk about our recent trip to Boatwrights Dining Hall at Port Orleans Riverside. So first things first, this was our first time at this restaurant.
Which is crazy because my family called Port Orleans Riverside our home resort for so many years, but we never stopped at Boatwrights. It's kind of easy to miss. It's just basically between the lounge where Yeehaw Bob plays and the general food court area for Riverside, tucked in between those two things. You walk by it in a hallway, and if you didn't know, you might think it was just more seating for the food court.
Yeah.
So we had never been, either of us. So we were excited to try it. It was a pretty late reservation, and Yeehaw Bob was not playing that night, so it was pretty quiet at the resort, and we were just seated fairly quickly.
Yeah, fairly quickly.
Which was nice, and we were in kind of the back of the restaurant. Even though it's so open, it doesn't really feel like you're in a restaurant, I guess. True. Because it's just like, you can just see straight from where we were. We could see straight forward out to the hallway, even where people were walking. We were up a bit. But as far as like the ambiance, it was like, it felt appropriate to the resort.
Lots of wood, there's a big boat overhead, so it made sense for the name. But yeah, kind of southern cuisine here. So getting into the food, let's start with our drinks. So I got the Big Easy Whiskey Sour, which was Maker's Mark, lemon juice, pure cane sugar, and a float of Fess Parker Big Easy Red Blend. As far as the drink itself, I would say this is pretty comparable to the drink that I always get at Trattoria, because it has the wine floater and the kind of sour aspect with the whiskey. I will say I like the one at Trattoria significantly more. This one was fine, but I feel like the red wine floater to this one didn't really add to the drink, just kind of distracted from this whiskey sour itself. So it was fine. Don't think I'd get it again. Would definitely get the one at Trattoria again, but yeah. So that's how I would compare it. And then you ordered the Southern Hurricane, which was Bayou Silver Rum, Captain Morgan Spiced Rum, Orange, Pineapple, Lime Juices, and Grenadine with a float of Myers Dark Rum.
It was fine. It was fruity. It did seem like there were different bartenders making the drinks, because mine came out with significantly less pretty fruit on top than another that we saw walk by.
True.
So, which was fine. But, I mean, it was good. It's not something I'd rush back for. If I really, really wanted a drink and we were at Boatwrights, I might get it again. It wasn't exciting, but it was fine.
Yeah. They only have one additional specialty cocktail here, and it's the Sazerac. So we got 2 of the 3 specialty cocktails here. The rest of their cocktails are the traditional menu that Disney has everywhere on property. So wanted to try 2 of the special ones. But yeah, wouldn't rush back there for the drinks.
You're not there for the drinks. You're there for the food.
Yeah, exactly. So getting into the food, started off with a platter of cornbread. So cornbread was actually pretty good. Was not dry, which I appreciated. And the Mickey butter was cute and shaped like a Mickey head. Kind of like a sweeter butter too.
I will say that we had to ask for the cornbread.
We did.
We didn't experience the best service we've ever had during this meal. And like the drinks took a long time. And we had to ask for the cornbread after we saw like 5 other tables get it.
Yeah.
So that being said, other tables were great. So I hope that our experience wasn't the way it always is.
It was the end of the night.
It was late, and that's pretty much what we attributed it to.
Right.
Just because our cast member who was hanging out with us seemed to just not quite be with it 100%.
Yeah. But cornbread itself was very good.
We were happy to get the cornbread because we were very hungry.
Yes. Devoured that. And then for our entrees, what did you get? You ordered the crispy Cajun chicken.
And I subbed the collard greens out for mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
Because I was very hungry and I was like, I want something yummy and easy on my tummy. So I liked mine. I thought the breading was good. The chicken breast itself was not dry at all, which sometimes can happen with fried chicken. The breading was also spiced with a Cajun spice blend. So if you're somebody who just wanted something super duper mild, I don't think this is the thing for you. It wasn't super spicy, but there was a little bit of something going on. The red beans and rice do have meat in them. They do have sausage in them. So if that's something that is more of a dietary restriction for you, keep that in mind. Disney might be able to accommodate that. I'm not sure. But if that's something that makes you happy, surprise! You get sausage in your red beans and rice. And then the mashed potatoes were good. You know, it was mashed potatoes. So I was happy with what I had. And I pretty much cleaned my plate. The pickles were fine as well. The house-made pickles.
It was more like pickled vegetables.
Yeah, it wasn't all like regular pickles. So that was slightly disappointing.
Yeah.
But they were fine.
And then I ordered the Deep South Shrimp and Grits. And I must say, these were fantastic. I thought the shrimp was cooked perfectly. I really liked their spicy cream sauce that they had in there. The grits were fine, I will say that. They were not the best grits. I think the best grits are over at Steakhouse 71. But as a whole, as a whole dish, I do think this was really, really good. Definitely enjoyed it. Definitely cleaned my plate too.
Worth stopping for.
Yes. I like the addition of the andouille sausage in there too. So as a whole, it was on the spicier side with the andouille and the spicy cream sauce, but definitely did enjoy it. I do like spicy foods though, so there is that. But yeah, would definitely get this again. Would definitely go here again. But I do think I would not go out of my way just to get this
dish. Meal.
But if you're definitely at Port Orleans, Riverside, or French Quarter, I would say definitely check it out. And
you had dessert too.
We did have dessert. Yes.
It's like he forgot, and he was the one who really wanted this dessert.
Yes, we ordered the Southern Cheesecake, which was a classic vanilla cheesecake with a bourbon caramel sauce garnished with a pecan praline brittle. And the note did say that the dessert contains alcohol, which made me excited because I do like the whiskeys and bourbons. So I was excited for the caramel sauce, and wow, was it pretty strong.
Yeah.
Flavor-wise, and not so much alcohol-wise, but there was a flavor of alcohol. But flavor of the bourbon was very strong in the caramel sauce.
It made, for me, the caramel taste almost sour. So this was definitely not my favorite dessert, but I know you
really
loved
enjoyed
it.
This one.
So if that sounds like something you'd be into, you'd definitely be into it. But if you're more iffy, the cheesecake tasted fine when I didn't have all the sauce on it.
Yeah, the cheesecake
I got
was good.
the strawberry was mine. But for me, I was happy to go afterward and get a magic cookie bar, mobile ordered from the food court, because those have my heart. So, you know, there are options.
Right.
If a boozy cheesecake doesn't sound like it's up your alley.
Or if you're on the fence of, I might like this, might not, ask for the sauce on the side, because it was really just the sauce that made the difference between
Except then it would have just been a plain cheesecake.
So keep that in mind for sure.
Right. But overall, I'm glad that after all these years, I finally walked in, I was going to say through the doors. There weren't really doors.
No.
I walked into the restaurant area.
Yeah. But yeah. So definitely we checked it out. It was on the cheaper side too compared to other Disney restaurants, which that was nice to have that.
And Riverside is on the boat route.
Yes.
That connects to Disney Springs. So if you're worried about getting there, you could always go to Disney Springs if you're more comfortable doing that. Hop on a boat and ride over to Riverside, and then you could just make a night of it.
Right.
Riding the boat, having dinner. Maybe if Yeehaw Bob's playing, you could watch him for a little bit. His piano is still a rockin' after all these years.
This is true.
So, I still love Riverside. I'm always happy when we go back. And that's Boatwrights.
Yeah, so that will do it for our review of Boatwrights. Let us know in the comments below if you have been to Boatwrights and what you got, what you liked. And yeah, so that will do it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.
See you real soon.